Yeah, my bad, my nigga.
That's crazy, man. Our last interview, Fulio passed away a month ago. Now, as you can see, his account is still rolling. Somebody, I guess he's a demigod. He isn't really technically dead.
That
Still
dead
doing.
in the motherfucker. That nigga dead in the motherfucker. Whoever running that account is dumb and stupid. And they couldn't wait for him to die to play like they was him. Yeah, that's one of them riding that homeboy. Nigga couldn't wait for you to die. They got access to your account. My nigga down, homie,
Why they
because
got
if some,
access, though? They shouldn't have
whoever
access.
really love him and care about him, they wouldn't be doing that account like that.
Facts.
If they really fuck with him.
Facts.
Yeah, that's one of them homeboys that's fucking his baby mama. That matter of fact, that might be the nigga that girl he go with. That's who that is. Yeah, there ain't nobody that love him and care about him.
Did you see the surveillance with the 3 guys?
No. His death really ain't that interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was only sad at first. And it was sad. Yeah, it was sad at first, homie. I was really emotionally affected by it.
Gangsta Williams told me in the interview that one of his friends wants to get out of the streets but doesn't want to be judged.
Then he don't want to get out the streets.
Right.
Yeah, he go die out there too then, nigga.
You feel like
for
that's
real.
majority of black young African Americans?
Nah, them niggas don't want to get out the streets.
You don't think so?
No.
You don't think people realize how real it is but don't want to get out because they don't want to look weak?
No. It's real easy to get out the streets. Just get out. Don't go over there no more.
Easy.
Just that easy.
Facts.
Don't go out. Don't go over there no more. It's real easy, homie. It take a lot of effort to wake up and hit the streets every day. Take a lot of effort. So, I know a lot of niggas who straddle the fence and act like they want to get out the streets. But nigga, they deliberately straddle the fence to have one in and one out because they feel like they playing it safe. My mama always said, son, you ain't gonna never stop doing nothing that you ain't tired of doing. When you get sick or tired of going through what you going through,
You will stop.
nigga, you will change.
For real.
When you really sick and tired, you don't care what people think. You don't care how they looking at you, homie. Nigga, I'm tired of this shit, homie. Man, f you niggas. But nigga, when you a weak boy, acting like a man, then you base your decisions based off what people think about you. So now I don't think that boy really want to come out the streets. He is weak.
Yeah, he gained 900,000 followers after he died.
Man, don't y'all wait till I die to do me like that. He gained almost 1 million followers after he died.
That's crazy.
Man, don't do me like that.
What do you
y'all.
think it is? It seems like people are obsessed, or it's like this big like people are fascinated with death.
No, they're not.
You don't think so?
Because if people are fascinated with death, why they seem like they moved by death? You can't speak on dead people. If they were really fascinated, then why do they try to protect? Well, you can't speak on dead people. You got to, if they fascinated with it.
No, I think it's one of them things, people don't really know what happens after death. So when somebody dies, it's like it's intriguing. It's like
Well, they say karma gets you. They say you go to heaven. The people say a bunch of things. I think people are just more. I think people enjoy your downfall, and death is a downfall.
It is.
Death is a downfall. So I think people enjoy to see your downfall. The support is real. when you don't know it's there.
What would you tell Youngeen Ace right now? Youngeen Ace is the guy who Arch Enemies released 2 songs after that. Because Youngeen Ace is in the same boat as a YUNGEEN, I would say. The guy that they were beefing with is dead. It's really hard to keep fans interested when somebody dies. You know, people like to say YUNGEEN fell off this and that, but it's like when Mo3 died, the story ended.
Man, let me just say this, homie. If these niggas could do interviews, right? If they could do interviews and articulate the history, articulate the story, and humanize this shit, they could go on to sell records. They could go on and write raps. You got to close the chapter. You can't just let it in. You have to close it and then open a new chapter. So what do I mean by that? You have to come narrate the story for us in an interview, in a movie, in a documentary. And you have to tell your side. And you have to humanize every death that was associated with this beef on both sides. You have to acknowledge that there's pain on both sides. You have to acknowledge that we're wrong on both sides, but you have to narrate this story so that you can close this chapter. And you move on and open the book for the next chapter. Other than that, it all ends with Fulio. Because that one song he made looked like he was taking credit for the death. Yeah, it did numbers. But you can't perform it. And it draw the crowd, it draw the audience, it get the sponsorships, it get the marketing and the advertisement that it needs. I think that's the biggest. I think that's one of the main things that's hindering today's young artists is they can't do interviews, or they don't give interviews, and they could give you an intellectual conversation to narrate their journey, whether it's good or bad. I've seen one artist do that, homie, and he reached milestones after that, and that was Lil Baby. After that documentary, I think every artist should have something like that.
What about Kevin Gates? He's pretty good at interviews.
We went on a journey with Kevin Gates. So man, Kevin Gates not only gave you interviews, he gave you songs to narrate the journey. Whether the Super Gremlin, you know, with Dreka, whether he was high, got off drugs. It's a journey, homie. It's a journey that we can go back and look at. From the time he kicked the chick on the stage to going to jail to, man, we've seen him evolve. We've seen him grow. We've seen him develop. But he's also done that through doing multiple interviews over time, over the years, highlighting his growth, narrating his backstory to how he got here today. So, homie, you don't see no more artists doing that no more. And I think that's what's keeping them stagnant. That's what's keeping them stuck to who they were compared to where they are now.
I noticed YUNGEEN. I noticed Youngeen Ace. A lot of other artists who were their enemy or op or whatever they say died, they act like they don't speak on it. I guess that's the gangster. That's not good for business, but the gangster street image part, they don't speak on it. They never address it. And if they do, it's years later, nobody cares no more.
That's what's holding them back.
Yep. I think so too.
Yeah, homie, that's what's holding them back, homie. When you don't speak on it, it leaves you stuck there. It shows you that you hadn't grown, or we need to see some growth, homie. We need to see something that separates you from this.
That's real. I hope they see this too, because
I mean, we need something to separate you from this because your rap talents.
But then that goes against the street code, though, when you speak
Well,
on some
this ain't
shit.
about the street code, homie. You got fans.
Right.
You got fans.
What about
you
the
got
fans?
an audience. You got a demographics.
Yeah.
You got people who enjoy the culture. You got people who enjoy your specific music. You got people who honor your talents. So what about them? Well, what about them? Because when you don't, it keeps your talents and your gift tied to this circumstance. And we never give your talents and your gifts the benefit of the doubt to be anything past this beef.
That's just the realest shit you said. This is real because I feel the same way.
Because I'm saying, nigga, Trap Boy Freddy just dropped a motherfucker from jail. Nigga, we supposed to be bumping. But because we can't untie this.
Yeah.
Same with Yellow Beezy. Homie, he had a badass song, about 6-7 months ago, jamming like a motherfucker. But you gotta untie this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's facts,
Nigga,
man.
Even with Earl Spence, nigga, Earl had to somewhat to a degree gotta separate himself from this.
Gotta make things right.
Man, Young and Ace, man, nigga, he gotta separate himself from that.
Gotta make things
And
right.
he got to put it on his shoulders to try to be the one nigga to rise up and be the bigger person out of Jacksonville.
I don't think these dudes know how to do it without telling on themselves. That's what it is.
Hell,
Because you kind of
they
bring
can't.
light.
They
You
talk
kind of
too
bring
much.
light to.
They want
I
too
don't
much
have
clout.
to say nothing about us, nigga. All I'm offering is compassion and empathy. Not sympathy, but empathy for the other side.
That's real.
I ain't gotta speak on nothing, homie. But to acknowledge the fact that my nigga, we done hurt one another. And one of us from either side gotta try to make something right out of this. And I'm gonna be the one to start on our side, my nigga. Yeah, nah, my nigga, it's a hell of a nigga. It's a hell of a nigga to say, man, listen. That nigga Mo3 mama asked me to stop. Yeah, man, and yeah, just because she asked me, my nigga. Yeah, that's what Trap said. Nigga, I've been fucking with that nigga ever since. Because you got to honor that, homie. And he hurting too. He done buried some niggas. Mo them done buried some niggas. But nigga, what kind of nigga, homie, if a nigga mama come to him and say, listen, baby, I ain't got nothing to do with none of this street stuff. I'm just saying as his mother. What kind of nigga is you, nigga? Nigga, we that cold? Homie, there's no way. Nah, my nigga, nah. And I done said some things about some of these rap nigga mamas, homie, but nigga, nah, homie, nah. Nigga, if King Von mama was to say something, nigga, I wouldn't buck back at that woman. Mama Duck a little different, but nah, yeah, Mama Duck, yeah, but nah, homie, nigga, if King Von mama, if Gilly's son's mother, homie, there's no way, nigga, I would be mean and cruel to them women. So, nigga, when I done that interview with Trap, homie, the nigga straight up said, homie, he got some, done said, man, chill. So, homie, if these niggas was smart, they would. I stopped the RICO. Yeah, I stopped them RICO charges. If me and my, nigga. That's how we hit the reset button, people. Nigga, Jacksonville want some healing, my nigga. Nigga, man, them people want some healing. So, nigga, if I was young and age, nigga, I give my city what they deserve.
Yeah, I mean, it all sound good, but in reality, when you look at the blood that has been shed, and especially looking at it from A side and knowing exactly what happened with him and his brothers and stuff, like, you gotta understand, it's easier said than done. When you got so much, like I say, bloodshed and so many lives lost on both sides, it's a lot easier said than done to just be like, yo, man, let's come together, let's call it truce. Only very few, and it'll be a collective collective, you know what I mean? Like a group, it wouldn't be a whole, like the type gang type, like a whole, nah. It just isn't, oh man. If we could ever see a day like that, man, that'd be glory. But I don't know, man. It's like I say, when you looking at the turmoil, the casualties, and you know, just that emotion that comes behind that. Like some people can't get rid of that. Some people not gonna bury that. Some people not gonna just be like, oh yeah, man, I'ma just throw, nah, bruh. Like even Ace, like when you hear him talking in his interviews, like you can hear, man, he that's why he capitalizing off of this. You think he worried about who's sad on Julio's end? No, because he gonna repeat the same thing that he always say. Yeah, I was sad when I got hit up when I was in the car with my brother. I had to watch him take, he said, so you gotta understand how that makes him feel. So you think like these boys is just gonna be like, oh man, let me just call, and especially Ace, it'll take a miracle for that to happen in my eyes. I mean, if it could, that'd be dope. You know what I mean? I would love to see these young men change their, you know, ways and lives, like I say, because it ain't no end to it. They all gonna end up the same way either. Y'all already know, man. It's just, it is what it is. So you gotta be ready and prepared for that. You know what I mean? Charleston always spitting that game, speaking that facts. I mean, it's the real deal. It's the message. If you get it, you get it. Y'all already know how it go, man. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Peace. Yeah. Whoa.